Let's say you're a part of an underground animal fighting ring run by Michael Vick. Don't ask, I didn't know how to start this video. And your manager says you have to fight a saber-toothed tiger. Somehow. Wait, how do they get a saber-toothed tiger? Anyways, that is one of many animals I have to fight today, so I'll be telling you whether or not I think I would survive the fight with them. And before we begin, you should like and definitely subscribe, because I'm gonna keep a list of my OG subs for a later video. To make sure I know you subbed, comment, subscribe, and I'll add you to the exclusive list. Now, I want to lay down some ground rules and how capable of a fighter I am. So I am 5'11", 195 pounds, and I don't know my body fat percentage, but I'd like to say it's not all fat. My fighting experience is I wrestled for 2 years on JV, and I have a brother. So as you see, I'm not a very experienced fighter. Now let me explain the rules of the video. In each scenario, I spawn into the animal's environment with no conventional weapons, but I can use the environment to my advantage, like throwing a rock or something. Also, I'll rate these by how much times out of 10 I think I could win. So let's just get into it. As funny as gorillas can be, these guys are tanks. They can weigh up to 500 pounds and can bench press 2 tons. Like, that's some superhero numbers. Apparently, Mike Tyson asked the zookeeper if he could fight one of these guys. And I don't know if he had a death wish or was high on gas fumes, but I can confidently say that if the zookeeper let him fight, he would die. And I'm no Mike Tyson, so what the gorilla would do to me would be put on live leak. He'd have me looking like Loki against Hulk, back when Hulk didn't lose every fight he was in. And I honestly don't see a single scenario where I win. 0 out of 10, I don't have a chance. Honestly, I wouldn't even have to do anything, because the moment the battle starts, an airplane would crash into it, or it'd have a heart attack from me breathing in its general vicinity, because that's what hamsters do. They die. And I don't mean from old age either. Did you know 95% of hamster deaths are caused by a series of unfortunate events, and the other 5 is from them killing themselves or eating their babies? I mean, that's not a real stat, but it might as well be true. That reminds me, in middle school, we had a hamster whose name was Coco Chanel for some reason, and kids would blow on her and feed her eraser shavings. And surprisingly, that didn't kill her, but she tried to escape all the time. Which honestly, I don't blame her. We were terrible kids. 10 out of 10, I beat them with literally no effort. America the beautiful! I never dare harm a bald eagle, and it never harmed me, because it represents America, the greatest country on this goddamn earth, ever since George Washington conquered them fucking Brits. God bless America, the land of the free, Second Amendment rights, Joe Biden, Donald Trump, guns, obesity. The beast of babies, the terror of toddlers, the Adolf of adolescents, the Pitbull. They can weigh anywhere from 30 to 90 pounds, which doesn't sound like much, but combine that with their tenacity and strong bite, and you have a formidable opponent. The only problem for them is that I'm not a toddler, so it can't spawn camp me. But pictures like this make me question myself, because why is anyone owning something this evil looking? He looks like he takes you to get your balls cut off. Bro doesn't bark, he commands. But I think I'd be able to beat a Pitbull because of the sheer dexterity and reach advantage. You'd probably be able to subdue its mouth, which is the only way it can do anything to you. I think an adult man with the intention to kill would be able to beat a Pitbull, which is why they go for a more easy meal. I think I'd win 7 out of 10 times, but if you're little Johnny over here, you don't stand a chance. This is kind of like the Pitbull fight, but a million times less dangerous. Like, what is it even gonna do? Kill me with cuteness? Even if the cat was Puss in Boots, he still ain't doing shit to me. They might be a natural born killer, but that's their ancestors. The only thing they hunt now are dollar store lasers and internet views. The strat here is pretty simple. Strap a buttered toast to the cat, then throw it off a building. And since cats always land on their feet, and toast always lands butter side down, this will cause them to spin for all eternity. Warning, this might break the universe, so don't try it at home. I'd win like 9 out of 10 times. Maybe one cat gets lucky and slashes me in the jugular, and I bleed out.
Human noises. Human noises, human noises. Human noises, human noises, and human noise.
I might just lose from the stench alone. I know for a fact these hairless monkeys never washed their ass, so it gotta be chock full of dookie chips. And I know they gotta smell like pickled sardines and marinated piss. But other than their rank ass body odor, these gnomes have nothing on me. I just hand one a McDonald's Sprite and watch him tweet. The only thing is, these guys were built like mini P.E.K.K.A mixed with a bowling ball. So if one decided to run directly at me, I might be cooked. Yeah, Ooga Booga, you're in. Huh? They do have the advantage of actual survival skills, because they had to work for every piece of food they had. I just ordered mine on DoorDash. Work smarter, not harder, I guess. There is one thing I know of, and that's that I'm not losing to my pre-evolved form. So I'd say I'd win like 6 out of 10 times. Mostly because if the fight drags on too long, I think I'd lose. Since we used to chase animals down for miles, and I can barely run 100 yards before I feel like dying. Man versus bear. A popular question going around the internet. Or was going around the internet. But which would you choose? Bears are actually behemoths of creatures, with the black bear weighing up to 600 pounds, the grizzly weighing up to 900 pounds, and the polar bear weighing a whopping 1,200 pounds. So to give me the best shot, let's assume it's a black bear. And we all know the saying, if it's black, fight back. So that means I have a good shot of winning, right? Of course I don't. It only says fight back because black bears are scaredy cats and will probably run away if you're intimidating, which I am very. But I think I have to accept an L on this one, because what am I even gonna do that even slightly damages a bear? If I had a spear or a knife, now I think I at least stand some sort of a chance. 2 out of 10. Maybe I find a very large and sharp stick or something. We've already faced a dog. Now what about Dog 2, the sequel? Actually, I guess dogs would be Dog 2, but that's beside the point. Wolves are about 2.5 feet tall and can weigh anywhere between 70 and 145 pounds. And this is it, the battle of the century. I know.
Our battle will be legendary.
This is a fight where I don't think I could easily beat a wolf, and I don't think a wolf could easily beat me. He can't even huff, puff, and blow because my house is made of solid... what are houses even made of these days? I guess a lot of things. Wolves are usually pack hunters, so their inexperience of fighting one-on-one might swing the battle to my side. Maybe. Let's set the scene. I had just arrived at my grandma's house to give her a basket of goodies, and she seems hairier than usual. Grandma, you need a shave. Turns out Grandma was a wolf, and I got mauled to death. The end. I'd win maybe 4 out of 10 times. Moral of the story, don't fight wild animals, because you will probably die. Shocker.